Assalamualaikum, good day everyone. Let me introduce myself to all of you. I am Fanny Deswita. My student number is B1024191009. I am the student of Universitas Tanjung Pura International Management. In this semester, I take Human Resource Management. My lecturer is Adi Mursalin, HSEMM, HPHCM, CHRMP. In this good occasion, I would like to answer the HRM final exam quiz. Well, my dear audience, watch me and listen to me carefully. I would like to answer the question on part A. Number 1. Yes, I always attend the Zoom meeting after the midterm test. Besides, it's my obligation to attend it also because I believe that an HRM lecture is very important for my studies, and human resource management is necessary for a systematic process of forecast both the future demand and for the supply of manpower, as well as the employment scale in the accordance with the organization objective in the future for me at work. And number 2, I attend the class about 14 times in this semester. And for the number 3, no, I have never missed the class. For number 4, my group or group 5 is discussing about the sexual harassment at the workplace. So basically, sexual harassment is unwanted behavior of sexual nature. We focus on discussing it at the workplace area, and we're discussing about the law, how to prevent the sexual harassment, and the example about sexual harassment at the workplace. There are 6 students who's active while we're doing the presentation, and the question is like, what are the policies that I should include in the following key elements? Number 5, I got an A in this class because I already attend all of the meeting and haven't missed a single thing. I also studied hard in HRM class, and I'm doing this final exam video wholeheartedly. Number 6, I get so much knowledge and experience from HRM class, like the whole material that I'm going to be implementing later on the future, and I also learned how to work with people when I was doing the group project. Then I also learned how to talk in front of the audience like we're doing the presentation, and this class impressed me a lot because Mr. Adi taught us a lot of things that we don't know before, and I'm so grateful for it. And I'm going to answer the question on the part B. Number 1, the causes of impact of cyberloving are different and variable for each individual. Find out if you're a cyber lover here. Researchers are identified several areas where the cyberloving may occur and some trends that might predict future cyberloving behaviors. More recently, Kristen Hain and Anita Blanchard demonstrate that employees engage in cyberloving more often when they perceive their jobs as stressful. Thus, cyberloving helps employees cope with stress in the workplace. Question number 2 or B. We'll also examine gender difference in employee perception towards cyberloving. In general, respondents feel that some forms of cyberloving work was acceptable. Men were also most likely report that cyberloving has positive impacts on work compared to women. Number 3 or question C. I think it's acceptable since cyberloving is not always bad. In fact, cyberloving can help employees to reduce stress and job burnout. Employees are not robots, we know that. They need time to replenish their energy. When the employees are happy and organized, they might work hard at their workplace, right? Which lead to better work performance. So I believe that cyberloving at work, is actually acceptable. Working can be stressful sometimes, and as human we need time to chill out and raise our brains. Then for a better concentration, don't you guys agree about that? When we got too much workload, it would be very hard for us to focus on finishing our work, right? So if we're stressed out, so a little bit of free time will be okay as long as within the company rules and its policy actually demands against on the policy made by the company, because which should set out the do's and don'ts for the employees on the policy met by the company. And then the cyberloving, for example, employees are allowed to play games or watching movies to release their worries. After dawn, employees can return work comfortably and their brains will be more refreshed and they can come up with creative ideas for the company. The next question about sexual harassment. Number 1 or A, sexual harassment is unwelcome sexual behavior that often seems humiliating or intimidating. It can be written, verbal, or physical, and it can happen in person or online. Both men and women can be the victim for the sexual harassment. When it happens at work, school, or uni, it may amount to sex discrimination. Question B. Examples of sexual harassment in the workplace include derogatory jokes, racial slurs, personal insults, and expression of disgust or intolerance toward particular race. Abuse many range from mocking workers, essence to physically intimidating employees by making threats or displaying discriminatory symbols. Question C. Yes, I do agree because in the research of 81% of women have experienced for being victims in sexual harassment. The Me Too movement went viral in 2017. It's spurring a national and global discussion on the issue. In the wake of Harvey Weinstein scandals, women say Me Too. Many women have since come forward with the experience of being sexually harassed by their colleagues and bosses, casting influential men in the entertainment industry and the media. Question B. I'm truly sorry about this, and I think we should educate ourselves first, because we know when people already reach the level of being employees, then it means they're mature and able enough to think which one is right and which one is wrong. So instead of saying that women should wear like the proper clothes or proper outfits for work, it's better to control their self first. Question E. I personally raised in good environments, so there's no such thing, but when I was in junior high school, my boyfriend used to talk nonsense and make dirty jokes, but I didn't say it forward to the girls though. So yeah, no, so I haven't experienced this. Question F. If it's responsibility to respond to complaints of sexual harassment and protect victims from other harassment, if an employer does not promptly investigate the claim, the victims may request mediation with the local disciplinary office and pursue legal action through the Industrial Relations Court for the employer's non-compliance with the Arctic in the Manpower Act concerning the equal treatment of workers without discrimination. Number 5, and question A, both of them totally having different criteria. Not all of the good manager is a good leader. We all know that, because not all of the good manager have the good leadership skills. Everyone can be a leader, but a good leader is someone that knows how to direct and keep things organized, and can be encouraged by followers to may motivate, and a good manager maybe can pass the criteria of management skills, but it's not the same with the leadership skills. Now, question B. The main difference between leaders and managers is that leaders have to follow them while managers have to work with them. While managers includes focus on planning, organizing, staffing, and directing, then controlling, leadership is mainly part of the directing function of management. Leaders focus on listening, building relationships, and teamwork, so inspiring, motivating, and persuading the followers also. Question C. Maslow's hierarchy needs of includes 5 levels of human needs that allows an individual to fulfill the often applied in the workplace as a means of determine how to more effectively motivate employees and make sure their needs are met. If as you apply Maslow's hierarchy and needs of your personal professional life, you might find areas that could improve and how you get the impact of your overall success in certain roles. You can do if you for examples, you can struggle with rejection to the top of level of monetary theory in the workplace, or you must be self-actualized when you understand your skills, abilities, and what you are capable of handling. A healthy and engaged workforce is filled with the individuals who have reached top level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Question D. The advantage of it's very simple to understand and relate to this theory because we'll go through one or other stage of needs in the pyramids during our lifetime. Second, it gives us consideration of basic human nature that is demanding more as lower level needs are satisfied, and it can be understood with help. Then the last one is the advantage of this theory because none of individuals thinks that in the same way. Hence, for individuals, social affection and respect is more important than can safety needs. That is one of the reasons they make people can do the ceremony for achievement in their life, like achieving the success or something with a purpose to show of society, and they can get more satisfaction from showing off the society rather than fulfilling it for the family. And here the last one for the part C or the video. So I already watched the video and here's answering the following question. For the video one, the title of video is Cyberloving in the Workplace, The Dark Side by Ning Nguyen and Reno Maisel. This video is about cyberloving, why it happens, and how it can be made cyberloving prevent. From this video, I know how about managing cyberloving at the workplace. Video 2, it's story time, sexually harassed at work. This video is about Sassy Tamika at her workplace. That I can get when I watch this video, we must be brave and HR must be prepared for all the workers and to be a good workers. Like example, we can give a training about this and must give a good atmosphere for the employees. For the video 3, sexual harassment in the workplace. What employers need to know, this video is discussed about what is sexual harassment, physically verbal, and visual harassment. And I'll learn to respect from the other people with the courtesy and respect that you want for yourself. And the last video is, the title is Criticism of Abraham Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs. This video is discussed about critical analysis of Maslow theory and Maslow need hierarchy theories, merits and demerits. What I learned in this video is it needs to are not hierarchical life. Life is messier than that actually. So needs are like most other things in this nature and interactive dynamical system, but they're anchored in our ability, so it makes social connections. So yeah, that's it. I already answered all of the following questions, so I hope everyone is doing good right now and still have a healthy life. Thank you.